Good morning and welcome back to News 12. It's my pleasure to welcome into the studio this morning Ella Livingston. Ella, thank you so much for joining us. And you are the founder and CEO of Cocoa Asante.
Yes, that's correct.
And you've brought some of your products here. Please just tell us about your company before I start talking about how wonderful this looks.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So Cocoa Asante, we're a local company here in Chattanooga, and we're an artisan chocolate company, which means our chocolates are almost too pretty to eat. We take a lot of time and care in the ingredients, the sourcing, but also the aesthetics. And so we want our chocolates to look as beautiful as they taste.
And just looking at some of the things you have here, they look like works of art. And it's nice to be able to have not only a work of art, but something that's delicious. And just mentioning chocolate, I think that's one of the ultimate comfort foods. I think most people will agree with us. If you're not having the best day, if you sit down and you have some great chocolate, it just makes you feel better.
Absolutely.
It really, really does. Now, these being almost too pretty to eat, don't let that stop you, right?
No.
You take them, enjoy them, and look at them. And how long have you been in business?
Yeah, so this is coming up on year 6. I can't believe it. Year 6.
Fantastic. And how would people get a hold of you? You're going to show us some of your products here. Yeah. I know that people are going to want to have some of their own.
Absolutely. So the cool thing about what we do is we try to support local Black women, veteran-owned companies in the ingredients that we use. We release flavors seasonally. So for the winter season, the flavors that we have out are Boozy Almond, and that actually uses Uncle Nearest whiskey. Uncle Nearest, we are fans of the brand. Uncle Nearest is the gentleman, the formerly enslaved gentleman that taught Jack Daniels how to distill whiskey. And so they have an amazing whiskey brand. It's one of the most awarded, fastest growing whiskey brands in the US, and it's right here in Tennessee, owned by Black women. And then the second flavor that we have is Midnight Cherry. Now, I hate cherry cordials. Like, I cannot stand it. So when I told my head chocolatier to develop this flavor, I wanted something that had the cherry flavor but did not give me cherry cordial, and this is it. We have a second layer of sorghum dark chocolate ganache, and for that we use a local company. So it's a sorghum farm or mill, and it's actually close to Knoxville, I believe. And so that's right here in Tennessee. And then the last one is our Symphony Tea Bonbons. This one we partnered with a Black-owned, women-owned company. I believe she's based out in Georgia. And the company's name is Symphony of Leaves. Now for these, she uses whole tea leaves, and they're ethically sourced. And so she has the same heart for, ethical sourcing that we do. And the good thing is, even though the tea, you don't necessarily taste the tea, everything else, you clearly taste the whiskey, you clearly taste the sorghum, the cherry. But for this one, you really feel it because it has kipdaga, which is known as like a relaxing leaf.
So you get to feel a little bit more relaxed after you eat that.
Absolutely.
You have a chocolatier at your disposal?
I know, right? So it used to be me, but
cool is that?
I'm not technically trained. I didn't go to any school for this. And so I carried the company and the recipes for a couple years, and as soon as I could hire someone else, I did. And so now we're a thriving team of almost, I think 7 now. We're about to hire our our 7th person to start Monday.
It sounds like you were just blossoming and blooming, and I couldn't be happier. Now, you say that you're sustaining ethical chocolate sourced from a family farm that you have in Ghana?
Yeah, so that's our goal. Our ultimate goal is to source directly from my family's farm in Ghana. And so once we're able to do that, that'll make us one of the few chocolate companies in the world that sources from a farm that they own. So in the time being, we're actually sourcing directly from Ghana. So that's what we're working on this year as we transition to bean to bar, which basically means we're going to process the cacao beans ourselves, and we're going to be sourcing from Ghana.
How great is that?
It'll still be our home country, it just won't be my family farm yet.
I bet that there's rooms in your business that just smell heavenly.
Yes.
Now how could people order if they see something here, or just peruse what you have, and how can they order your product?
Yes, so there's a couple ways that you can order. The first way is online through our website. You can come and pick it up at our shop. We're not a retail location where you can come in and necessarily shop in person, but you order online, you can pick it up. We also ship nationwide. During the summer we ship overnight only, but all other times we ship nationwide, regular shipping. And then you could also pick it up at local shops around town. To see a list of those shops, that's also on our website at the bottom, and it says local retail.
Fantastic. Our guest has been Ella Livingston, founder and CEO of Cocoa Asante. Thank you so much for joining us, and your products look absolutely wonderful. It's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.